You're
So,
up. Tell us a little about who you're playing and whatever else, and then we'll keep it moving, buddy.
Heath Warmaker, aka Bruce Wayne, tuning in from Gotham. I'll be playing a character that goes by the name Tempest. Uh, Anybody who watched last time might know that he is pretty troubled with things that happened in his past, being responsible for the untimely deaths of his family, and has taken it upon himself to crusade for justice, to make penance, to right his wrongs, that he hopefully may see them on the other side.
Cool. Okay, Joe, you're up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my name is Joe. I'll be playing Forethought, who is a teenage hero who, as a youth, he was experimented on and has, as a result, been given hyper intelligence, and psychic powers. Um, he had since gotten away from that and is currently residing or hiding out primarily in um, what do you call it? Um,
Orphanage.
Orphanage. Thank you. I'm drawing a blank here on my own character. Yeah, so he's hiding out in orphanages and helping out Hero Corps whenever he can.
All right, Nestor.
All right, I am playing Slate, the uh, the guy who has the magical helmet who can manipulate energy and create portals. Given to him by a mysterious package that he has no idea who sent to him, other than the name M, and that should be about it. Aside from me plugging in YouTube stuff and whatever. You can just
Okay.
check out my YouTube Mining Nerd, and that'll be some other info for you.
Okay. All right. And last but not least, Sebastian.
Hi, my name is Null Inquisitor. You may check my channel if you'd like. I'm playing El Cuervo, the second of the name, a legacy character. He's the second one to bear the name of El Cuervo. He's a young man who was rescued by a retired superhero, and he was trained physically beyond the capability of a human being.
Cool. Okay. All right. So now here's the thing. Let's see. Um, just to kind of fill Heath in really quick of what happened last issue. Um, the guys, basically, the heroes were called to the rough side of town known as the Drops, and specifically Lucifer's Pit, I think it was called, which is the absolute worst side of town. And they were called there by Hero Corps, supposedly to answer the Mayday officer down response. So they showed up, and it turns out that they ended up discovering that there was a police car there with two officers bound and gagged in the trunk, and between them was a ticking bomb. So fortunately, the fast acting Slate was able to snatch the bomb and flew up into the sky, attempting to throw it up into the sky and to keep everyone out of harm's way. But his reflexes weren't up to par. And we're going to call that Lucifer's armpit now. It's official. And um, the blast ended up hurting Slate
Yeah.
and Forethought, actually, as Forethought tried to telekinetically pull Slate away. Um, and while they were kind of trying to figure out exactly what was going on, they suddenly found themselves surrounded by a bunch of mechanical robot men that were moving in to for the kill, so to speak. And after a few close calls here and there, they were able to finally defeat the robots. And the only problem was that Slate was, I guess, incapacitated for a little while during the battle. And later on that evening, the heroes found themselves back at Hero Core with one of the robot's heads, with the plan to analyze the head to try to maybe backtrack and figure out who or what was controlling these robots. So after meeting the famous Booster Man there at Hero Core, Forethought and Booster Man, and possibly even with some help from El Cuervo, and maybe even Slate too. We don't know. Four brains are better than one. They were able to kind of piece together kind of rudimentary tracking device, and now with the added help of Tempest, they find themselves headed towards what is known as the Suicide Slums. That's the nickname of this area. And you guys know that that is a area that has a lot of warehouses and abandoned buildings in it. Okay, it is another area of the drops, basically. Okay. Later on that evening, you guys all met up, put the call out, gathered together, and you guys are basically in the vicinity of, like I said, the Suicide Slums, and this is right kind of right off the bay, you know, the eastern bay of the city, and next to the Suicide Slums are like the docks and everything, you know. So there are a ton of like warehouses here. This is where a lot of incoming items that are taken off of the large ships and everything are stored here. There's a lot of different companies that have storage facilities here and warehouse facilities and things of that nature, you know. So the area is not, you know, there's not much else around here, you know. There's no houses or anything like that, really. It's all pretty much just like a warehouse district. And you guys know that, unfortunately, well, there may be more of a police presence here, since there is like, you know, corporations and businesses have some of their stuff here. So, and that's pretty much roughly what you guys, you know, all you guys know about the area.
So the city can still get mad at us for, you know, damaging
Oh yeah,
property.
of course. Oh yeah, there's always that threat.
Doesn't matter what you do.
Right, doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So as we open our scene, we see Forethought standing there, and he's holding the tracking device in his hand, and you see that it's like well, maybe twice the size of a cell, you know, a larger cell phone, you know, and it's got two like huge like antenna that are coming out the top of it, you know, and a bunch of like loose wires and stuff that are kind of hanging off the sides, and you can see like there's kind of a green display on the front of it, and the screen kind of refreshes back and forth left to right, you know, and you get you see a blip that pops up to your like north east.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look at the rest of the
Motley crew.
Yeah, the team. Okay. And I say it appears that our quarry is in this direction. And Cuervo and Slate, you'll recognize one of the antennas is actually the broken antenna from the robot head.
Ah, excellent.
Excellent.
Very good.
You managed to make it work. You are a smart one.
I
And
say,
I
well,
pat him on the head.
okay. I kind of look at him like, okay.
You are a kid. Remember that? Or young, yeah,
Yeah.
older kid.
Yeah. Okay. And then start walking off in that direction.
Okay. All right. The streets are pretty deserted. What and I'll ask you guys, what time do you guys think you would be making your way over here?
It was midnight, so I'm guessing it's around like 5.
Well, this is the next day. Yeah, this is the next day.
It was like 5, maybe 6 in the morning.
No, it's later than that. because these guys, their alternate identities had things to do. So it's got to be at least late afternoon, early evening, or it can be later. I was just wondering if you guys cared
Like
or not.
one.
I'd say probably like nine,
In the evening?
9 or 10 in the evening.
Okay.
That's good. That's good for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
All right.
So you guys basically, like I said, are in a warehouse district. There are a bunch of like large uh, buildings, kind of spread a little bit apart, you know. Um, and what was I gonna say? There's not really much foot traffic or anything at all. You know, you guys don't see really anything else around or anyone else around, I should say.
For that, could you try to pinpoint the position of the signal a little bit more precise?
That's what I'm trying to do. Once we get a bit closer, I said I'll be able to give you a more accurate um, indication of where it's at.
Okay. All right. So as you guys get a little bit closer, the signal seems to be getting a little bit, stronger. And you see that apparently, like right, let's say across the street from you guys, you see a large kind of like brooding warehouse that kind of, pops into your view.
Okay. All right. Okay. Kind of hold the sensor, to the left of it and see like it kind of slows down and hold it to the right of it and it slows down and kind of to the center. I'm like, okay, it seems that this is the location.
Mm-hmm.
So I suggest that we do not give up the element of surprise and ensure that this is indeed the correct location before we go causing too much destruction.
Maybe Slate, with his weird power, could allow us to have a peek inside the building, maybe.
So, like, create a portal inside the building, maybe.
Yeah, just to have a look.
All right.
Can you do like a nickel size portal? Just for one eyes.
I could do that.
Okay. All right.
Peephole.
Okay. All right. So being that you've never seen the inside of this place before, okay, you guys, Slade has to move up kind of closer to the fence that surrounds this place, and then you can kind of reach out and you can probably get a portal, closer to the inside of the building and see what's going on.
Just don't walk into the light.
Alright. So
Okay.
you want me to describe how this happens?
Sure.
So I'm basically walking up to the fence and I'm raising my hand. And what you see is basically like some symbols and like some rings around my hand just sort of appearing. And then just like a portal, fairly small but not very big, just like appears like in front of the fence, not touching it, because of defying gravity of sorts. And we can see inside, but no light is given off. So
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you make what is known as a gather intel move. Okay.
all right.
So you want to roll your 2d6 plus your investigate.
All right, and that would be
+2.
all right. So please be a good roll. 5, 8, 9, 10.
All right. So as you kind of peer through your portal into this warehouse, let's see. I can basically, okay, I'll tell you this, and then I'll allow you to ask me one other question that comes to your mind, Esther, okay, after I kind of give you this description, okay? So as you look through, you see that there are many, many storage metal, steel storage containers stacked on top of each other, you know, and they almost form like a maze throughout the building, okay, because of the way they're stacked. And with your vantage point of where your portal is, it looks like you're kind of just almost at like a catwalk level. Okay, so you're kind of looking down across the this inside of this warehouse. So
Right.
you see all of these crates and storage containers stacked at least too high. Okay, and you can see that well, you knew this from the outside, but the building itself is a good 2 stories high itself. Okay, um, and in between some of these containers, you can actually see movement as well. And as you still kind of look, you see that it appears as though there are like guys that are walking in between these crates. Some of them look like they're wearing what appears to be almost like lab coats. The other ones, it appears as though they're wearing just regular street clothes. Okay. All right. But one thing you do notice about the ones wearing the street clothes, you notice that they have the color uh, red in common. Okay. All right.
Do any of the street
Is this your one question? Is this your one question?
yes,
Okay.
any of them
Go ahead.
appear armed, or any of them armed? That's my question.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Okay.
Good question.
All right. So you can close the portal then and turn to your teammates.
All right. So I'm basically closing my hand, and the portal's just disappearing, sort of eating itself, and it just vanishes. So I tell them all the info that you told me, as well as them being armed.
Say, well, obviously they're up to no good, whatever it is they're doing. Although I really would have liked to have found the was it Deathstalker? He's the main one I'm really wanting to get a hold of. But disrupting this operation should be sufficient, whether he's here or not.
Yes, we all have our enemies and situation, but the thing here is it's about doing the right thing.
True. I'm just curious as to what those guys in the lab coats are working on. Obviously, they're probably the ones behind having built the robots, but I wonder what else they might be currently working on.
You guys notice a kind of almost weather-beaten or very weather-beaten sign a little bit further down on the fence that surrounds this place, and it has the letters P-I-T on it.
Pit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. Looking at the building, is there, like, how many entrance ways are there? There's like, windows that we can see on the second floor. There's,
You
a main
see
door,
that
side
there
door.
are behind the gates, and you see a looks like a kind of a loading dock, where they can have semi trucks back in, and you also see a pair of doors that obviously are the main entry doors. Up higher on the second level of the building, you see what looks like there are kind of like what may have been windows there, but they look like they've been bricked in.
Okay.
Okay.
Any cameras we can see kind of on the corners of the building?
Uh, I would say that yes, you see that there is an obvious camera that is covering the loading dock, and you see another one that is covering the front entrance, and those are the only ones that are obvious to you.
Okay. All right. Okay. With that, um, I would suggest that we attempt to come in from the roof, if that's possible.
That's
Um,
a great idea.
I say, um, I do have a way of getting us up there.
So,
Um, or Slate, I believe, has a way of getting us there too, right?
yes, I can either grab you all, fly you up there, or we can
I
basically.
think I will just start to run and just, you know, do a couple of steps vertically and start to climb and just do the usual stuff, leaving
Or
these guys,
or
you know,
Just for going on a
finding their
plan.
own way.
Okay.
or or
As
there
you
was time.
guys are surveying your options to get up there, you guys hear the sound of emergency sirens getting quickly closer and closer. And then all of a sudden, from down the street and around the corner, you see what looks like an ambulance, with its lights going and its siren going, And as soon as it comes around the corner, uh, it looks like it's coming straight towards the building where you guys are kind of at.
Uh,
What do you guys want to do?
All right, I'm gonna duck off to the side of a building or behind a car or somewhere where I can kind of, hide but still be able to see, and watch, as this
uh,
ambulance kind of goes.
I think I'm going to do the same as forethought, hide out, but still get a good view of what's going on.
Okay, what about you other two guys?
I'm gonna take off vertically, throwing my grappling line. Um, Drivers are not used to look up the sky when they are driving, so yeah, I will go up there.
Yeah.
Heath, what about you?
Well, if there's buildings or something to hide behind, there's that option. Or I'll just maneuver some earth over top of me and look like an inconspicuous mound of dirt.
Okay, all right, all right.
Pull
How
over
about
like
you
a
two?
blanket, like.
Okay, all right. So as you guys basically scatter one way or the other, um, the as the ambulance gets closer, the siren stops, and you see the emergency lights slow down and go off, and then you even see the headlights go off. And the ambulance kind of slows down and it stops at the front gate, and then you hear a beeping noise and the kind of like a clank as the mechanical the motor or a remote motor kind of opens up the gate, and you see the vehicle drive in towards the loading dock, and then the gate closes behind it.
You know what? While that's going on, I'm also checking out my sensor to see if, as the ambulance kind of goes by, if it definitely kind of pings like the control module. I imagine. No. Okay. All right. Let's stop.
Make a mental note of the license plate.
Okay.
My
Uh,
You actually see that it is a Avalon City Hospital uh, ambulance, emergency vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, you can make note of the license plate. That's fine.
I take note mentally of the suspicion. This is
Mhm.
suspicious.
What do you mean? This happens all the time. What are you talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to the hospital, going to a warehouse with the lights off. That happens all the time.
Okay. All right.
This
So
is my investigative skill at their best.
yeah. Yeah.
Actually, as it goes in, I'll actually try to get a read on the surface thoughts of the driver.
Okay. All right. As it goes by, you get actually roll your 2d6 plus I guess would be what would be your approach that you want to use to do that?
Well, I'm trying to, investigate, so I'm trying
Okay.
to find, get
Okay.
just some general information
Okay.
about this person.
All
So,
right. Tell me what you got.
all right. Okay. 11.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
all right.
You get a definite reading of this guy can't wait to get paid. You know, pay time is here.
Hmm.
We've got the hall. Um, no one is the wiser. You know, nobody at those idiots at the hospital have no idea what we've been what we've been pulling off underneath their noses is what I'm trying to say for all
Okay.
this time. Can't wait to get paid.
All right.
That's what you get.
As I get those thoughts, after I'm done kind of reading his mind, I kind of disseminate those thoughts to I communicate to the rest of the team
Hmm.
exactly what the guy was thinking,
Okay.
and say, okay, obviously that is going to have to be our priority. Is whatever it is they're taking or doing, we have to stop that. So,
Could be pizzas.
Tempest is thoroughly annoyed at this. You can
okay,
tell
I, I,
him.
I
I
had
can't. I can't hear you guys. One at a time. One at a time.
all right.
Go ahead, forethought. You can finish.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take over the whole game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
uh, I was actually going to ask either Tempest or Slate if they could get us inside that ambulance undetected.
What's in the at the loading dock now?
So you would hear Tempest like angrily tell you to get the hell out of his head. Come over
So
here.
you see the mound of dirt kind of like rumble, and you get those angry thoughts come towards you.
Okay, well, forethought isn't exactly the most socially adept, so he kind of just
Neither is
like,
Tempest.
right,
So
so perfect. Okay, so he kind of is like, why? It's like the best way of communicating where they can't interrupt us. It's better than talking verbally where they might overhear us. It's better than using a radio communication where they might intercept the signal. I'm just gonna go into all the reasons why this is better than.
If I wanted you in my goddamn mind, I'd have gave you an invite.
Cuervo is freaking out a little bit. Like, oh, for real? You can project thoughts in my head. This is loco.
Well, I'm
Alright.
thinking I could probably portal us near the ambulance, but I think we're gonna have to sneak in from there.
I'm already underground. I'll just tunnel.
all right. Do you have tunneling ability now?
It's just manipulating the earth and moving it, and going on through the hole I made.
Well, okay. See that's not what. All right, that's not what I thought when you were like manipulating. But okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can do that. Where do you want to go?
Um, Good question.
Directly underneath the ambulance.
Other side of the fence, I think it'd be a good place to start.
Okay, all right. So you guys see Tempest kind of burrow up under the earth, like you know how Bugs Bunny used to do in the cartoon. You kind of see that, and he basically pops up, on the other side of the fence. Okay, and you see him kind of like just shaking the dirt. The dirt's kind of just like shredded, falling off of his body.
Dang it. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Since Tempest kind of took off in that direction, I'm gonna slightly adjust the camera that's facing the loading dock
Mm-hmm.
to where it's not, angled directly at where he's at. So I'm trying to kind of slowly kind of move it, not quickly move it, but just kind of a little bit out the way.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna have to make a seize control maneuver,
Okay.
using your maneuver rather, I should say, since it's a delicate operation.
Alrighty.
It'd be more viable to just destroy it.
He might. Okay. So, go ahead. All right.
6.
Okay. All right. So, what is El Cuervo doing while you see that Tempest is now on the other side of the gate, and you see that Forethought is focusing on towards the loading dock? So, what are you gonna do?
I will try to reach one of these windows you mentioned earlier.
Well, remember I told you
About
they were bricked over though. Remember I told you?
bricked over. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
You can go to the roof if you want to. Maybe find access up there if you want.
yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
for it.
Okay. All right. When you use your grappling hook to get up there, you see that there are you see that there is a couple of fire what do you call them? Fire escapes, you know?
Yeah.
The metallic walkways, you know, up there, and they're
Fire
pretty
escape.
old looking fire escapes, yeah. And then also you see that there are some large smokestacks that are actually large enough for you to get into if you want to.
Yeah, these one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna throw the line over these ones.
Okay.
These are big metal tube or something
Yes.
like that.
Mhm.
Okay, I try to wrap my line around them,
Mhm.
and I'll use my jumping ability to give me a boost and just maybe give me an edge and
Mhm.
throw my line
Oh
in
yeah,
the
you could.
air.
Yeah, you can do that fine. No, it's not a
Yeah.
problem for you. Yep, that's
Okay.
easy. And you zip
And
right up there.
once on the roof, uh, I'll just crouch and watch out the situation, and if anything goes wrong, Fortat will see it probably.
Okay. All right. Make a 2d6 plus just roll 2d6 and tell me what you get.
Okay, okay, that's a 10.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I like
Um,
how it's when we're not in combat that we're getting good rolls.
I know.
As soon as combat happens,
Wait for it.
When El Cuervo gets up there to the roof, you almost automatically notice because of the light of the moon that there are also a couple of cameras up there as well. That if you hadn't been paying attention, you would have, you know, they would have detected you.
I'll try to quickly, put my back on one of the tube and trying to hide in the
Okay.
shadow of the tube.
Okay, that's fine. Since you know what they are, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just think, and Fortat will probably have the mental image of it.
Okay.
And I'm still finding this loco, this old mental psychic telephone.
Yeah, you never know. You never know how deep he can go. So what's Slate doing while this is happening?
I'm probably trying to portal my way up to the roof.
Okay, all right, okay. So El Cuervo, you see all of a sudden a portal appear, and Slate steps through it,
I'm
and
gonna
you
give
see
him
that.
a hand, and I'll try to hide him from the camera.
Very good. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, all right. So now we'll go back to Forethought as he was adjusting the camera at the loading dock. Okay. So as you're focusing in on the camera, Joe, you see that there's the two people who were in the cab of the ambulance. They get out, and you see they go around towards the back of the ambulance, and they start pulling out what looks to you to be wrapped corpses. Okay, and they put them on a gurney and start to push them up the ramp to the loading dock. And then you see one of the guys rings the buzzer, and the gate to the loading dock click 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 click, goes up, and you see one of the armed people that Slate told you about. He meets them at the gate, and they kind of have words, and then they roll one of the bodies in. Okay. All right. The as you start to slowly turn and how are you trying to? Were you just trying to turn the camera away from the dock itself, or what?
Just angle it down so it's not catching like the back half of the vehicle so much.
Okay.
So if he rolls up to the back half of the vehicle, I'm assuming that's where he's going.
Oh, okay. All right. No
Done.
problem. Okay. All right. So you do that, and you are, reaching out and you feel the camera start to slowly, kind of slowly turn, and then it seems though you kind of like, it's almost like if you're spinning a basketball on one finger and you just kind of lose you lose your vibe or whatever, and the camera, just like jolts, and
Okay.
goes crazy, and you see it kind of sparks a little bit, and the one guy who was standing, the armed guy who was standing by the door, he kind of jumps, and he has looks like he has kind of like a submachine gun or something, but
Mhm.
it's kind of slung, it's not at the ready, and
Mhm.
he kind of walks briskly over to the camera, and he's kind of looking up at it like, what the heck is going on with that?
Okay. All right, I'll leave it alone. One camera down.
Okay.
So there's a guy with a gun. How far is he from me?
Oh, we'll say like maybe about 50 feet or so, but he's kind of almost around the corner a little bit,
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. So we can't see you from where you are.
Um, the people with the apparent bodies, are they already inside?
One of them is yes. One of them pushed the body pushed the body, rolled the body in on the gurney. The other one's getting another one prepared.
Fine.
You see, they're just draped. They have like a sheet or something over them. That's all. You don't see any toes sticking out or no tags or nothing. But looks like
Could,
bodies to you.
could they be harvesting body
Yeah.
parts?
So
Those monsters.
maybe.
What you got, Heath? What you got, man? What you thinking
Well, I
about?
got my instincts, but
Uh-huh.
I suppose I'll take a more tactical approach. Um, did the guys outside? Did they seem like aware, paying attention to the guy walking around with the gun? He just kind of like on patrol or something.
What guys outside?
The one by the camera with the gun, you said, walking around the building.
No, 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 no. He's the one who opened up the dock door for the ambulance guys. And when the camera sparked, he walked over to the camera and he's looking at it right now, looking up at it.
But so he's not outside; he's like in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
building.
yeah. He's out by actually closer to the ambulance actually, because the
Okay.
camera's not that far from the ambulance. It's just like kind of up, to the side of the vehicle.
I like potentially, tunnel in under him and just kind of bloop, straight into the ground,
And do what? What are you trying to do?
yank him in the ground,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah. You can do that. Sure, you can do that if you want. Yeah.
yeah. So
Sure,
I'll
sure in the world, man. What do you want to do?
dive, like an Olympic diver, straight into
Okay.
the earth, like
Okay.
water.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna try to burrow up underneath him,
Mm-hmm.
and then if he's sitting there paying attention to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Just set his hands kind of slide up out of the ground and grab him, just pull him straight down into the ground, just close up right over top of him.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I think forethought, you're probably the only one that can kind of see what Tempest is doing, and you see he kind of well, what does it look like when you burrow underground? Tell us.
So, like, initially you see him like slap his hands together and then kind of bring them apart, and the ground like almost open up like a tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of like dive forward straight into it,
Okay.
and just kind of close up behind him.
Okay. All right.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Taking a swim.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So forethought, you see Tempest dive into the earth.
Okay. I
Right.
can.
What are you going to do? And you know that Slate and El Cuervo are on the roof at this point.
Did you see that? This is creepy.
The strangest thing that's
Alright.
Impressive.
All right. Let's see here. I got to kind of stay tactical here. I know what he's doing.
You got a wild
Yeah.
card. Good luck.
I know. Let's see here. Um,
Come on, Joe.
I'm,
Come on.
I'm
Come on.
gonna keep reading this. I'm gonna read the surface thoughts of the other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy that's preparing the other body,
Okay.
and just kind of stay on his thoughts to see like where he's going in this building.
Okay, so you're
Who he's
still
talking to.
outside the gate, and you're just kind of keeping tabs on his thoughts right now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay, that's fine. Okay, so what's Slate and El Cuervo? What are you guys doing? Because you guys are not really getting any feedback from Forethought at this moment.
I think we're trying
Did
to find
did I saw the door opening at the loading dock?
Sure, yeah.
If there is a possibility that I could maybe use my line to swing and do from the roof like a big wide swing to slide into the door without being seen.
Oh boy,
I would be tempted to do it.
it is. You can try. You definitely can try to do it.
Okay, so
I think I'm
looking at the perfect moment, perfect occasion. Then I turn around to Slade and I just say, "I'll be back. Just wait for me here." And I just jump off the building like it was a casual walk.
Okay. Okay. All right. We will say that since that's a little bit of a tougher thing to do, we will say that let's see, what can I
I'd say it's easy.
No, it's not gonna be. Well, it's not whether. Well, yeah, it is whether it's easy or hard, but it's. I don't think it's really anything that he probably hasn't done really before.
I can touch bullet.
But the catch is that does anyone see him or not when this happens?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the catch. Yeah, that's the catch.
Am I stealthy enough? Yeah, got it.
So I think what I'm gonna have you do is I will have you make a defy danger roll. Okay, so that's 2d6 plus your maneuver because that's very, a very fancy, quick, move you're trying to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That means ultimate problem.
So +2, that will be a 12.
Oh wow! Okay, you do it. Just like that. Done.
Like that, done.
Roll in
with
there.
a flurry.
And probably I'm quick enough that once on the ground, start to slide inside the building. I am quick enough to bring back my line as soon as I touch the ground and
just like Daredevil.
that scene.
Yeah. And I will say you find yourself in between a bunch of smaller shipping containers. Okay.
Okay.
And you realize that you made it just before you see the other ambulance driver with the gurney making his way back towards the door. Okay? All right. Okay. So now, Heath, back to you, buddy. All right. So you're going to make a takedown maneuver so you can grab this guy and pull him under. And then when you have him under the ground, what are you going to do with him then?
You can sit there for all I care.
Put him on timeout.
He ain't going anywhere.
Okay. So 2d6 plus what approach are you going to use to snatch him and grab him and pull him under?
So, the whole earth manipulation, making the ground real soft like mud or something real quick. So it just kind of slides in. So I was thinking my maneuver.
Okie doke. Sounds good.
Gonna move him into the
10?
10?
Yep.
Oh wow, okay. All right. So you can do it with you do it with no complications. Okay? So what does it look like when you snag him?
Yeah, he's sitting there looking up at this camera as it sparks, what the hell is going on? And, forethought, if he's watching, may notice a pair of hands as someone slide up.
I'm watching.
As if it was liquid, and then with lightning speed, just grab him by the ankles, and the hands disappear, and the man just falls as if he fell straight through liquid right behind, and There's a slight ripple for a moment on the earth, and then it's just solid.
Okay, so you're still under there too, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Okay, all right. So with that, you guys see the other actually the second guy who was preparing the bodies that was by the doors. He turns and looks, you know, and he's like, hey, he thought he heard something, but I guess not. There's nothing there, So he kind of looks around towards the loading dock doors, and he sees his buddy coming with the next gurney. So he kind of shrugs, and his buddy comes over, and they haul the second body on the gurney, and then the guy he pushes it in. So the other guy lights up a cigarette, and he starts smoking, and he's leaning up against the back door of the ambulance.
Oh, there's more people who snatch outside? Is that what you're saying?
You guys
All
are
right.
like,
So Nestor, El Cuervo is not in sight. He hasn't come back as promised yet. He may be in trouble or something. We don't know what could have happened.
I think I'm gonna find a way inside through the roof.
Yes.
For like a window entrance.
There are, like I said, a couple of fire escapes, and then there are these huge smokestacks that are big enough for someone of your size to go into if you were so inclined to do so. But no windows up here.
I could either. So I guess I could either enter through the smokestack or probably. I don't feel like using a portal again, but I might have to.
I've been good for your lungs, man. Breathing deep.
I think I'm probably just gonna use a portal.
Okay.
Probably put myself on like a catwalk or something.
Okay. All right. So since you don't have any kind of view on the inside of this place at this point, you're kind of going in kind of blind again. Go ahead and roll a Defy Danger.
Which is
Danger.
2d6 plus more than likely it's your maneuver, but if you can think of a better approach to use, let me know. You tell me.
probably would be protect, considering Defy Danger.
It would be who?
Protect.
Okay, how does that work?
Basically,
You gotta convince me.
basically, so like if I like miss the catwalk by a foot, I'm not like walking into like open air and falling to the ground.
Well, that's why you're defying danger. But let's say that if you know what, I'll let you do that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make your roll and let me know what you got.
Yeah, 7 plus 1, 8.
So 8. Okay. All right. So that means that you your portal opens up, and as you step through, you actually do misstep slightly, and you reach out and you actually grab the catwalk. Okay. What do you what are we calling it?
Railing?
Hand railing, yeah, the railing of the catwalk, okay? And you see that as you're kind of like perched over, up above over the floor, and you see all the crates beneath you, you actually see that there are armed men walking around the catwalks, and one is walking towards you, but he has not noticed because it's kind of dark up there.
I think I'm probably just gonna make my way down and sort of hang off the side of the catwalk with like one arm here or one arm over here.
Okay, all right. So you hang off the edge of the catwalk like a spider monkey. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right.
Imagine El Cuervo God. A very interesting view there.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. All right. So let's go back to let's go back to forethought.
Okay.
I'm gonna make that
All right.
next
Let's see here.
Hey.
All right. So he's
Nail
just,
biter.
okay. So he's just kind of walking in there, just like I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get paid, kind of deal, right? I'm
One
assuming.
guy is leaning up at the back of the ambulance smoking a cigarette, and the other guy that had the other cadaver is on his way back inside the building.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Man, I'm trying to think how to go about doing this because I need to get in there too. Um. All right. I can kind of uh basically kind of like pull like the bottom part of the fence out, right, and kind of crawl up under that to at least get on the other side of the fence. Is it that difficult
You
to do,
could, you
or?
could. Well, it's difficult for a normal person. You could do it with your telekinesis, I'm sure. Just
Why
leave
don't you
it
just
open.
go in my hole?
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
Oh,
tempting to me.
Oh,
I don't like the way that sounds.
oh, I didn't know that you left an open hole. I thought it was just like it
No,
closed
it's
up
closed
behind you.
behind them.
El Cuervo would never do that.
No, it's closed behind them. There ain't a tunnel in
Tunnel system.
there.
Uh, yeah, that's why I was like, well, okay, well, I do want to get on the other side of this fence so I can get in
Yeah.
there. So as soon as I get on the other side of the fence, I'm kind of looking at the situation,
Yeah.
and
Okay, so how do you get to the other side of the fence?
all right, I have to use my telekinetic
Okay, so
powers to kind of
so
just to
you
kind of
shred the fence like confetti paper, basically.
no, not trying to shred it, just trying to just bend it just
Well,
enough that I can kind of
it's open. Yeah, I mean,
because it should flex more than shred, right?
or if you just want to shimmy under, yeah, you can do
Yeah,
that.
that's all I want to do, just shimmy under.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm
Okay.
trying to be more stealthy than just
Oh, okay.
rip it apart and everybody hears it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
after that,
Mhm.
I kind of look to see like the guy smoking. I see, the other guy that's kind of down, the camera up there, and
Mhm.
after seeing El Cuervo, definitely kind of slide in there,
Mhm.
um, observing the whole situation.
Yes.
I start kind of making a run for the doorway,
Yeah.
but I'm going to use my probability control to
Yeah.
basically, at the proper time, be able to get by the guy without being seen. Like he'll drop his cigarette or something at the exact moment, where he would normally have seen me kind of run right by and not see me, kind of dart in, past these guys and get inside the door.
Okay. Make a defy danger, and use what approach you think would make the most sense.
Okay, well, I'm being very tactical about it. It's not like I'm maneuvering, I'm observing a situation. So that'd be my investigate.
Okay. So let me ask you this: how does your probability control? Uh, okay. So how will that work against the
It's
guy
it's
that?
kind it's kind
No,
it's
no,
kind
no,
of
no.
like
Hang on. Let me finish. Before
okay.
you hang on.
Go
How
ahead.
does that? How do you think that will work? With the guy that's leaning up against the back of the ambulance, smoking a cigarette.
Okay, observing his body language
Hmm.
and seeing him smoking the cigarette.
Hmm.
Happen to notice that he's been taking a couple rather heavy draws on it,
Hmm.
and as a result, some of the ash or whatever that's kind of sitting there
Yeah.
on the cigarette will actually kind of fly off into his. I'm predicting, given the wind velocity and blah blah
Oh
blah,
my God.
it's gonna fly off into his face, and he'll drop the cigarette at this particular moment, based upon what's going on here, and I'll
Okay.
be able to get by him.
Okay. Okay. All right. Roll your defy danger. Good luck.
Hey, you like that one, huh?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah,
using force.
pretty
Yeah, man.
much. Oh
Imagine.
no! Okay, that's terrible.
Okay. Well,
Bad.
so it probably didn't happen that way then. Is that what
Probably
you're
not.
telling me?
Probably not.
Talk about a probability control power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't take into account the given humidity.
Okay, all right. So you make a mad dash for the doorway when you think it's right, and you actually get past the guy that's smoking a cigarette, in the back, but you run directly into the guy with the gurney,
I pull him under the
and
ground.
it goes
Oh.
flying you and he get tangled all up in the gurney, and go flying and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What were you saying, Heath?
Can I try immediately just grab the dude with the gurney and like just the whole shebang and just yank it under the ground real quick?
No, because you're underground, so
I'm saying, like as soon as the whole
no, you don't know you aren't in mental contact with him first of all. So how do you know that this is going on?
Tectonic vibrations.
Oh my God, that's not one of your powers. So you can push that if you want. That's up to you. You can push it to say that I can tell by the vibrations of kind of what's going on around me to a certain degree. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like I need to help Forethought out. Like this is crucial.
Okay. All right. So that is going to be
Most of us have made
that
stealthy entries except for.
is going to be, I would say that's difficult. Okay.
Geophonic, tactical,
Yeah, I know.
positioning, perception.
Yeah, that I'll give you a break and say that that's difficult. I think it should be borderline, but we'll just say it's difficult to keep thinking. Yeah,
Considering he's already on the ground, so.
yeah. Okay.
I know where everything's at, man. You think I can
So
see?
your pushes, you're just a straight 2d6 roll. Okay.
Is that good? Did I do it?
What'd you get? 2.
11.
I don't know. Which dice are you gonna count? I don't even know.
It's the last two.
Oh,
Six.
okay. So 11. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. All right. So make a note of that. That you can add that to your power profile. Okay. So how do you want to say that? Detect what? Detect
Tectonic vibrations, I guess you'd say.
tectonic vibrations.
Yeah, you know, like it being echolocation. I can read the vibrations on the ground.
That is a difficult power. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll update your character sheet. I'm writing it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did it with your roll because you rolled so well. Okay. And so because you are detecting kind of what's going on there, what do you want to do?
So, like, you know, I can sense, you know, due to the smaller vibrations and the pattern in the foot movement, that it's Forethought running, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Between you and Forethought, man, you guys are giving me heartburn. No, go ahead.
you know, I can tell that this guy's pushing the journey out due to the constant strum from wheels and the clatter. So I know, you know, Forethought just ran into this dude.
Okay.
Not wanting to ruin the element of surprise,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'd immediately move over there, swimming into the ground, and I reach up and grab this EMS guy who I assume is fairly crooked and do not care for, and in the gurney, you know, and you know whatever, and just the ground will become soft once more, and just yank them down.
So you're yanking the gurney, the guy, and probably Forethought.
Forethought will be fine. I'll help him out. The other dude is gurney.
Because they're all tangled up together and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just make the whole thing soft and just like yank down and pull them all down.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your takedown.
Not the cleanest of.
Clear your dice first, please, and then roll your takedown. 2d6
Yeah,
plus whatever approach you want to use.
Maneuver again.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I got a 6.
Nope, you need a 7 or higher, buddy.
Can I burn one of my bonds?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Which one you want to burn?
The soup kitchen. I haven't been hanging out there.
Screw those guys. All right, so Tempest burns
fucking sour broccoli.
one soup kitchen. Bond.
Don't trust the soup kitchen. All your food.
Okay, so that means that you actually bump that up to there, and you can take 2 things into the ground with you.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
The EMS guy and the gurney would probably be your best bet.
But in doing so, you're gonna kind of get roughed up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. So, but
so the other EMS guy,
or you can say screw it, and I'll just take the EMS guy and take no kind of consequences. You could do that too if you want.
but the other one on the behind has he noticed this commotion?
He will. I'm sure he will. There's a lot going on. Forethought and the guy ran into each other. The gurney tipped over and flipped. Yeah, that's a lot going on. Yeah, he'll notice. Yeah.
I'll take the EMS guy in forethought. Maybe who knows? Maybe the gurney rolled down and slipped. Who knows where that guy's at now?
Okay. Okay.
But if he sees forethought, we're screwed.
Okay. Okay. So forethought and the EMS guy get sucked down under the earth. Okay. And in the death-like embrace of Tempest. And okay, all right, got it. Okay. All right, so let me go to El Cuervo, okay? Just inside the building, you're crouched down amongst a bunch of storage containers, okay? You hear a yell from outside towards the loading dock and a commotion out there, okay? And then nothing, okay? Everything is quiet. But you hear a couple of voices not too far away from you. Hey, what was that? Did you hear that? I thought I heard something. Are them guys at the loading dock screwing around out there? I don't know. Where's Arnold at? He went out there to check up on him. See what the kid's doing. If he's out there fooling around, put him back in here. All right, I'll go check it out. And then you hear footsteps, going towards the loading dock.
Can I dive from one of the crates just above the two guys, and I'll try to grab their two heads and try to picture me like my feet in the air and my head down below, and I try to grab the two heads of the guy and smash them together just to neutralize these guys.
Okay. All right. So we'll say that that is very possible for you to do that. We will say that.
Yeah, it's one of the basic moves.
Yeah. We'll just say it's a takedown. So what approach do you want to use and go for it? But remember, each one of your kind of like the action points, that you generate with your takedown.
Yeah.
Each one of these guys will take 1 point.
Oh yeah. That's fine.
Just so you know. Okay.
And as usual, I'm doing it, and I will live with the consequences.
Okay.
So probably it's the maneuver approach, since I'm doing a maneuver stunting head below and some resulting.
Okay.
So that's a 6.
That's not good.
El Cuervo is not proud of this one.
Do you want to burn a bond?
I guess not.
No? Okay.
Sometimes you just have to miss.
Okay, so describe it for us. What happens when El Cuervo, he flips over towards the two guys, and what happens?
Instead of grabbing their head, I end up slapping my hands together, and I just land in the middle of the two guys, and then I salute them. I say hello.
Okay, all right, okay. They
I'll be your superhero for the evening. He's El Cuervo.
What type of wine would you like with your dinner? They kind of jump back in surprise, for a second, and then they reach for their weapons. And we will then go to Slate.
All right, so I'm gonna just shimmy down the catwalk to make my way toward the nearest guy and sort of pull him over the catwalk and sort of knock him out.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you want to make a takedown, but you want to use your maneuver since you're trying to be sneaky about it.
All right. Oh God. 9.
Okay, that's good. Okay, all right. So you can. How do you take them out? What do you do?
Basically, if El Cuervo were seeing this, he would be seeing his butt, one side and the other. Going across. I grab the guy's leg and sort of and not his leg, sort of like make my way to grab like his shoulder or something, and maybe his arm, pull him over.
Mm-hmm. And he goes flying. Where does he go?
Most likely on top of like a shipping grid or something like that.
Okay, okay. All right. So with a thump, the guy smacks and lands on the shipping container out cold, and you see just lying down there, face down on the top of the container. Okay. All right. Okay. And then just so you guys know, unless you tell me otherwise, I will assume that when you guys generate like your action points or whatever we'll call them, I'm gonna assume that you're gonna use 1 point to make sure that you don't take any harm when you're doing whatever you're doing. Let me know if you want to go all out. Okay, then okay, but otherwise I'll just assume that because it goes that way.
Most likely,
I can't. You guys are all talking. What are you guys saying?
Most likely, if I don't say, I'm most likely not going all out.
You are?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not. Okay.
Well, I go hard all day. We know this.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So there's Netster did his thing. We got. Okay. I know what El Cuervo's doing. So we know what Slate's doing. So Tempest grabbed both of those guys, put them underneath the ground, and so now both of you guys are under the earth. So now what? Tempest and Forethought. And I don't know how long one of you can hold your breath, but what are you gonna do? Make something happen.
I'll aerate the soil.
Oh my gosh!
Aerate the soil.
Are you planning on staying under there for a while or what? What are you trying to do first of all?
Aerate the soil.
God.
One of the craziest things
Wait till
I've
I'm
heard.
playing one of your superhero games, man. I'm gonna bring it hard. No. What do you want to do, Heath?
Well, if Forethought's down there, I'll just leave this medic wrapped up, with that sludge.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's not claustrophobic or nothing.
Yeah, we won't worry about oxygen. We won't worry about that. I'm messing with you. But so what's your plan since you guys aren't talking and you're not mentally communicating? What does Tempest want to do next?
I'll tell him you're welcome, and then ask him like, hey.
So you're letting him in your head now?
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Hell no, I'm not letting him in my head.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Letting him read those deep thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to go there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you think you can mind wipe that other guy out there? Thing or whatever.
Mind wipe. Wow.
Ooh, I don't know about that, but
Probably be a push.
I said let me try this.
Like implant a thought or something?
Yeah, that's basically I'm gonna try to implant a mental illusion that everything is fine, that he'll just come up and he'll see the guy pushing the gurney.
Ooh, that's like an illusion or something. That's not everything's fine. That's like an illusionary.
Yeah, I'm gonna try something new. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, since I figure I can read minds, I'm gonna try to. Kind of say, okay, this is probably what he would prefer.
Okay, that's a borderline push.
Okay.
So roll your 2d6, buddy.
Okay.
Just believe. Just believe.
10.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So, create
mental
illusions.
I like that.
Yeah. I have to send you guys out into space next because everybody's going to be too powerful. Okay, so create mental illusions. That is a borderline power, and which I forgot to do. Oh no. No, you're good. Okay. No, you guys don't take any. When you roll that well, you don't take any conditions at all. You just do it, so you're good.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So what are you putting in his mind? Everything's good. The guy's coming with the gurney. Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, the guy's
Okay.
coming with the gurney, and that he kind of looks like, okay, hey, I got this. Don't worry about it. Go on
Okay.
back to your whatever.
This is something that takes concentration from you. Okay.
Right.
So you can't do anything else while you're doing that. So you hear the other what is the EMS guy? He says, "Man, what took you so long? I was getting worried, and I heard a bunch of noise and stuff in there. Is everything okay?"
Yeah, everything's fine. I just slipped.
Okay, here, help me with this other body. This is the last one.
Oh,
So 1 second, man. I gotta go use the restroom.
Come on, man.
I gotta
You
take a
gotta make
leak.
this money.
I gotta take a leak, man. I'll be right back.
Okay, fine. Hurry up.
How about can I like assist the whole like help me with the gurney? If this dude's like hallucinating right now, try to just kind of like manipulate the earth like a small little column just kind of comes up, kind of pushes the gurney up, boom with the illusion.
I don't think that you
I
would
will
know
say
what illusion
no.
I'm doing to know to.
No, that's
No.
too complicated. Yeah, nah.
What? What's too
You
complicated?
the GM says negative.
yeah.
Come on, think of something else.
Wishy.
Well, all right. With my tremor senses,
Yeah.
I assume that I could possibly detect the other two guys. Oh, the guys not too far off, maybe where Cuervo's at. Like, how far
Nah,
are
nah, nah, nah. I will say that. I mean, you don't. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know
I'll
that
just
yet.
take the other EMS guy down.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely within your range. Yes.
Gone.
You grab him.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
Talking about.
make your takedown move then.
Gotta distract him for a minute.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That makes more sense.
Wombo combo. Be a 8.
8? Okay. All right, you're able to do it. Done. Okay. All right. So the two EMS guys are underground, and the one hoodlum that had the submachine gun. He's buried too, right? No, yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So okay. So now one other thing. Let me go to Slate real quick, and then I'm going to El Cuervo. So Slate, after you dumped that guy, dropped him on top of one of the storage crates. What was your next move?
I was gonna make my way onto the catwalk and probably basically just make my way to the nearest guards and sort of knock them out.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Basically, I'm just clearing out the catwalk one by one.
Okay. I got you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, El Cuervo. Now you find yourself in between two of these armed guards. Okay, that have the look of almost like gangbangers to you.
I did presented myself. What's your name?
So after the initial shock of seeing you appear, I would say that because you are a regular avenger of the drops, that they actually do know indeed who you are. Okay.
Aha. So you know what you should do now.
Now you're
On
gone.
your knees and surrender.
And you know that these are members of the gang known as the Lasers. Okay.
Ah, the lasers.
Yeah. So you know that they're one of the many street gangs of the drops, and known for their ruthlessness and whatever they have their hands in a little bit of everything. Okay. So you will need to defy danger as they both bring their weapons to bear and take aim.
Oh, no, you don't.
Get 'em!
I'm gonna try to disarm these guys with my feet and my hands, and if needed be, I will draw my sword. But
Okay.
maybe I can try to disarm them before.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and make your defy danger, and perhaps if your roll is high enough, you will be able to maybe do what you want to do.
Okay. So let's see. So it's an 11
Oh wow, you guys are
straight up.
not kidding today. Okay. All right. Okay.
When it's not
Um,
connected to combat.
yeah. Okay.
I am a blessed.
All right. So as you see the barrels of the guns begin to flash, almost like in slow motion, what
Yeah.
what does El Cuervo do? What happens?
I take out the magazine of the gun
Ah.
and remove it from my
Okay.
hand.
All right. Okay. All right. So what I will do is I will say that you are able to disarm one of them at ease, and
Yeah.
the other one tries to adjust his sights, as he pretty much squeezes the trigger and starts to just spray bullets, and they go harmlessly up, overhead into into the air above your head,
Okay.
and you can hear them ricochet,
So
as they bounce amongst the catwalk close to where
So-
your Slate is.
I was not fast enough to disarm the boat.
Pretty damn good roll, though.
Yeah, that is a good
I was
roll.
gonna.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. There. Let's start all the way. We'll start all the way at the top clean. Um. Tempest and Forethought, and obviously Slate too. You guys hear this gunfire? Okay.
All right.
Echo from inside the warehouse. Okay. Forethought, what are you gonna do?
Well, with that in mind, I'm going to immediately establish a mental link for all of us so we know what's going on.
Okay,
Including
even with
Tempest.
Tempest?
Yes,
Oh boy!
I know he's not happy about it, but he needs to know.
Are
think
you
we're
are,
He
are
might
you
bash me in the head real quick,
are
but
you going to deny this, Tempest?
What's that? What's
Are you
going
going
on?
to deny
You're
this
gonna
mental
resist.
intrusion?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right, okay, go ahead, Joe. You can tell that he is resisting. Are you gonna push it, or are you just gonna let it
I'll
go?
start rattling off, football scores and stuff.
I see you might not appreciate it now, but you'll appreciate the intel. It's far more necessary than your desire to keep me out of your head. I'm gonna push it.
Okay, so both of you guys roll 2d6 plus your investigate.
Rattling off football scores.
11.
And now I'll let you burn if
You
well,
really
really,
want to keep?
really, the only one that could burn something would have to be Heath because he's got to see if he can. But I don't know if that'll push him up though. What'd you roll?
11.
7,
6. And I'm
6. Yeah, you won't be able to beat him. Yeah, you won't be able to beat him.
so
So he establishes the connection.
So you feel Forethought just kind of brush aside, kind of mentally brush aside the formulas and the numbers and stuff, and you kind of feel him lock on, and dig in. He's in your head, and you ain't too happy about
motherfucker's standing right goddamn there.
it. Okay, all right.
I said this in case we get separated, and I also I assure you this is only what you're thinking of at this particular time, which I could tell, even without reading your thoughts, that you probably want to hit me in the face, but I would advise against it.
Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. I won't hit you right now.
That's when it's over, right?
Yeah.
However, I hope you brought a shovel.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So,
First
Joe,
thing,
you are going to take a minor condition
Oh, okay.
No,
of
it's minor.
huh?
So it's not so bad.
No, it's not so bad. But you will take
No,
a minor condition of
Mental intrusion.
no, well, no. Uh,
Good one.
I'm trying to see
Yeah,
something
parties.
that looks good.
Mental intrusion damage. That sounds bad.
Kind of like distracted. We'll just say that, Joe, because you're having to constantly
Fight him to keep
yes,
my mind in
yes,
his
exactly, yes,
thought.
yes,
Okay.
yep, okay. Are you able to scribble that down or no?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
okay, okay. All right, okay. So you do
Not
that,
welcome to the soup kitchen anymore.
huh? Oh, okay. So what is your intent, Joe?
Well, since he pretty much intends to leave me down here for the duration of what's going on, I can't have that. So,
Right.
with gunfire going on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have to make my own exit
Mm-hmm.
and telekinetically push the Earth away so that I can get out.
Okay. All right. Um, uh, you can okay, that's fine. You can push, just kind of push the earth out of the way and climb up out of the hole, and you find yourself in front of the doors of the loading dock, kind of covered in dirt and kind of wet clumps of dirt and everything. Okay. All right. Heath, what's Tempest gonna do?
He's tempted to drag his ass back down. But yeah, oh man. So there's gunfire going on. I
Yeah.
got foreskin in my head.
Which is more important? You decide. I don't know.
Gunfire.
Can I assume I can tell where the gunfire is coming from.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah, it's coming from just inside, actually, yeah.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I'd like to swim under there
Okay.
and locate the source of this gunfire and
Okay.
grab one or two of the culprits, at least one, and yank him down.
All right, okay. So remember this now. This is where the limitation is gonna come. Now, just because you can kind of detect like motion and stuff that's kind of up above you, that doesn't mean that you can detect exactly who it is. It's just feet stomping around up there. All
Well,
right.
depending on the body weight and the stride of the individuals.
You don't know them guys like like that. You ain't married to them. You probably don't know your wife like that.
And
So you can get under them, and you do detect that there are a couple of bodies up above you.
grabbing one.
Okay, all right. So roll a takedown.
Hopefully it's not.
Don't roll badly.
So with the maneuver be 8.
Huh?
With my earthen-like maneuver, it'd be 8.
It would be an 8?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So since you're going all out, you can grab two. It's three bodies. Three people up above. You can grab two of them. Okay.
Are the one since I'm closer to the gunfire, can I tell where the gunfire is at in location to the footsteps? Like if it's particularly closer.
We'll just treat this just as if you were listening. Just as if you were going by your ear. The sound. So you know that you are in the very close vicinity where the gunfire came from, and that I'll give you that.
Yeah. All right. I'll grab 2.
Okay. All right. So we will say that El Cuervo is a 1 to 3, and the gang members are 4 to 6. So roll one die.
You're coming with me, Cuervo.
Okay. Okay. So you get El Cuervo, and you get one of the gangbangers. Okay, and yank them down.
Yes.
What's going on?
And in doing so, we will say that you actually grabbed the ganger that still had that was firing his weapon, and bullets just go spraying all over the place. And
Please stop.
you take a uh, you take a condition of, we'll say,
Flame wounds is what I do.
we'll say you are take a flesh wound. Okay. Grazed. You're grazed. You take a moderate condition of grazed. Okay.
Okay.
All right. As
Shot.
he just unloads as he's being pulled under the earth, like you're a zombie or something, pulling him down. He panics and just shoots down towards you. Okay. All right. So we'll go to Slate and then we'll do El Cuervo last. Okay. So Slate, you, just to move it along, we'll say that you are able to dispatch another one of the guards, and you can see gunfire happening down on the floor beneath you, and you hear a scream and a shout. Okay. And as you hear this, you see that there is a figure down below, and it is in front of one of the crates, and you see that he's opening up unlocking the crate basically, and pulling back the door, straining and just pulling back this large door, and it squeals, as it opens up, and you see that this figure in his hands has another one of those like data pads with the antennas on it.
All right, so I'm probably going to use like, well, first of all, I'm going to say to them in the mental connection, what the hell was that?
Okay.
And I'm probably going to like generate a like light sort of small energy projectile to knock him out, the guard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead and do a takedown. And what approach do you want to use?
I'm probably not going to do any approach. Just 2d6.
Why aren't you going to use Why aren't you going to use it on your stats to help out your roll?
I'll probably use investigate so I can figure out the correct timing and sort of a well placed shot.
If you're trying to do okay, so because you're trying to knock him out. Okay, fine. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Go for it.
6, 7, 8 plus 2 of my investigate.
So what's your total?
8.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you can. It's your choice. Either you can, like I said before, if you use one of your action points, you'll hit them for a condition, a single condition, and you won't. You'll do it without any repercussions, or you can just go all out and do more damage to them. So it's your choice.
I'll probably just do a single condition.
Okay. All right. So as you're kind of still kind of hanging from the catwalk up above, you reach out and send a bolt of energy towards this guy. Okay. And it sizzles as it goes through the air, and he kind of sees it. And at the last minute, he doesn't avoid the blast at all, but it looks like he kind of dodges to the side and avoids. It kind of just grazes him. Okay. All right. But you do hit him.
All right.
Okay.
Probably in the shoulder, maybe.
Huh?
Probably in the shoulder.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Okay, El Cuervo.
What's my situation? Am I on the ground? Am I half on the ground?
We will say that you find yourself in kind of a pocket underneath the earth, and you see that there is a gangbanger who is down here with you, and also Tempest. And I would say that definitely the gangbanger is not happy.
Well, let's suppose I am in a sitting position next to the guy. I will just yank my elbow like backside in his face, and start to talk with Tempest. What's going on with you?
Okay, his head snaps back and he goes limp. Okay.
You know, you don't have a sonar like a submarine. You cannot do this. This is unprofessional. This makes us looks bad.
He beat the other guy up.
He just keeps hitting me on the face.
Yeah, I'm not even looking, you know, like back fist style.
So I'm assuming you won't hold him here against his will, Heath. Is that correct? Is that okay to assume that?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, we need someone besides me up here, just like.
The fight is above, not under, not here. We must go above.
I suppose if he asks real nice, he's coming down here talking shit after I say
You pulled him down here. What are you talking about?
We could make a stairs. We could, you know, walk up.
I wasn't aiming for him. He got in my way.
All right.
Okay. All right. So I will say that as your next action, you know, you'll be able to pull yourself up out of there. Okay. And
I'll spit him back out.
like a volcano.
Yeah, you like the ground, just like fart him out.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So be it. Okay. All right. So that's happening there. That's happening there. Wow. Okay.
Well,
So,
if I can use the push, maybe I could open my cape and try to glide a little bit and.
Oh, I'll generate some force for you. Yeah.
okay. You know what?
Well,
Go ahead and Heath make an assist roll. See if you can actually help him out. Really.
That's just
6.
What? No, is it just 2d6 or what?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. It will probably be your smash stat since you're trying to hurl him out.
Okay. How's that? Is that good?
I can't see. What'd you roll?
11
Oh
plus
yeah,
whatever.
man. Yeah,
Plus
okay.
a smash.
Okay. All
12
right.
together.
So you can Okay, yeah. So Sebastian, you can get +1 on your next action with that. Okay.
Fantastic.
Because he hurls you out of there, and of course, Heath, you don't take any kind of harm, you know, when you do that because you rolled so high.
Perfect.
Okay?
I would
All right,
like to
okay.
try to glide and maybe maneuver in such a way that if I see any bad guy, I will try to land on his face.
Yes, there's still the one gangbanger that Tempest missed amazingly
Oh
enough.
yeah, let's do that. I will try to land feet first in his face, like a crow, like a cuervo, you know.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and do your takedown and add +1 to whatever you get.
And you thought I was gone! So that's a 7, maybe plus my. No, it's. If I had my maneuver, maybe I have it.
Yeah, whatever, you know.
Yeah, you get the +1, right?
Okay, that's a 9 if I had my maneuver.
Okay, all right. So you connect with your feet. So what kind of condition do you want to put on them when you smack them?
Oh, let's go for.
Well, you know what? It doesn't actually. I take that back. It doesn't.
Knockdown.
Yeah, he's a minor guy. So he tastes your feet and he goes down. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
He's gonna be tasting rubber and whatever else he steps on.
Yeah, right. In that
The lasers always go down
Dirt.
fast.
a little bit of mud too.
There's an earthworm, you know.
Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So let's go back to forethought.
Okay. All right. Since I came out, what do I see? Do I see
You see this.
That's our new move. It's the Cuervo cannon.
Yeah.
Forever Cannon?
Right. You see
that dramatic tension.
I know, I always do that. Sorry. Okay. You
All right,
see
it's
one
done.
of those coming towards you.
Oh my God!
Okay. Coming out of that shipping container that was opened up,
Uh,
That's what was.
and it looks like some kind of half man, half machine abomination.
They do harvest organs from people.
Ah, now you
Those monsters.
now
You're
you
going to pay.
mm,
now you see. Okay. So this is lurching towards you. Okay.
okay. All right. Well, that's not good. All right. Well, let's see here. We're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since he's lurching towards me, let's try to. I know. As he's coming towards me, I'll have two of the shipping containers or boxes or whatever that he's
Mhm.
running like through or by,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'll have them just slam him from each side and kind of like smash him between the two containers with the
Oh boy. Okay.
telekinetic force.
All right. Okay.
This
Um,
combat roll
Now
good.
you know that this is, that. Okay. All right. You know that this is a person as well, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I also know that this person is clad in some sort of like armor and protected some sort of way.
Porta, my
Ah,
friend,
Someone's trying to talk to
could you try to reach the person inside?
I suppose that is an option too. All right. Well, under the advisement of El Cuervo, I'll try to communicate with it mentally. And,
Okay. I'll give both of you guys a +1 team bond for that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
all right. Now I'll tell him or I'll ask him whatever. I'm like, what are you doing? You need to stop this madness. Whatever they're doing to you, we can help you.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna make a let's see, what will that be? That will be a huh?
Wouldn't that be influence?
Oh, that's gonna be a see, hang on. I think it still will probably be a takedown, but it's just gonna be a mental trying to convince him basically is what you're trying to do. Or get to him. Okay. All right, so go ahead and it'll be a takedown. And it'll be using your influence though, because it's charisma.
Maybe you could do
First,
an
I'm not very
interfere.
Not very charismatic.
Aid or interfere, maybe.
Interfere? Where's that? Let me see.
Yeah, you could do that.
Let me see.
It's like hindering someone with maybe it's not that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're talking about as
It
far
sounded
as
good in my head.
the base move,
Trouble doing?
the base move. We're talking about aid or interfere.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm looking. Secure position, avoid taking well, no, it's only if you have a bond with that individual. Yeah, so you don't have a
I
bond.
saw that after me and my mouth.
That's all right. It's all right. So we'll go take down. And it's not it's not necessary. You are trying to convince. You're trying to bring him over to your side. So that's why it's still a takedown. But it's an influence takedown though.
Yeah.
And because Forethought is not the most charismatic person, he is having trouble finding the right words
Right.
to soothe this abomination.
Okay.
As it gets closer and closer and reaches out, grasping at you. With his
Okay.
hands.
This is gonna go badly. I might have to burn
Time to
a bond
reach out.
here.
Time to reach out your humanity.
Get
Can
my
I just
bond-
speak?
Get my bonds ready. Here we go.
It moans.
Oh, good lord! Yeah, bond is getting burned up. Gotta burn a bond up. I can't let that go. That's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Okay, all right. What bond are you gonna burn?
Oh, good lord! Pick one.
You pick one.
I gotta pick one that makes sense though. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. We'll go ahead and take our Avalon City Orphanage one, because
Again? Wow.
hey,
Okay.
the person that was
Well, I didn't adjust them from yesterday, so remember it's one less already.
oh, so that would take it down to one.
Yeah, keep that
All
in
right.
mind. Is that
Okay.
what you're gonna
Um.
You hate orphans? What the hell's wrong with you?
do? Same thing as the soup kitchen. What are you talking about?
You know what? You know what? I will change that. I'll change that to law enforcement, because
Uh-oh.
they'll say
Okay.
that the person that's in there happens to have been a cop.
Okay. Whoever just turned the fan on, Nestor, mute, please.
So whoever was in there was a cop at one time, or a detective or something. So
Whoever was in where?
whoever's body got mutilated was a cop.
Uh,
So that's why I'm having to be the law enforcement. You know.
okay. All right. That's kind of clunky, but okay, that's fine. We'll figure something out. Okay.
'Cause I really don't know what else to do.
Okay, that's fine. We'll figure something out. Okay. All right. So that'll bump you up to that result. So that means that what can you do? What can you do? You can. Are you trying to do this so that you don't take any harm in the result?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So you can either push this abomination away from you. Okay. And you can, or you can put a condition on them,
Uh,
a minor condition.
a minor condition.
You can either push them away, or you can put a minor condition on. Well, you know what? That doesn't even make sense, though. We're gonna say
Right.
that you would have to put a minor condition on them. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
that's what I
all
was
you
about to say. It was a minor
Yeah,
condition.
I know. I wasn't. I forgot. This is you're trying to
Affect them
change his.
mentally.
Yeah.
Think about-
So we could say that your minor condition would be something like he could be kind of maybe disoriented or distracted, something like that.
Second thoughts.
Second thoughts. He's having second thoughts.
Right.
Okay. All right. Good enough. So he hesitates. Okay. Second thoughts. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right. So you see, as he gets closer, almost within neck snapping.
What could be next step?
His arms kind of drop, and he kind of he staggers back a little bit, and you can kind of hear like a croaking, coming from the slit in his face, mask, as it seems as though he almost wants to talk to you. He's trying to communicate, but it can't quite communicate. You're okay. As you feel a little remorse for this sad, creature. Okay. All right. So that was forethought. So let us go to let's go back to Slate. So Slate, you took a shot at this guy from up above, and it was only like a grazing. Oh, okay, all right. So let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go back to El Cuervo then, because Slate's busy. So let's go to El Cuervo.
Right.
Man, I'm good.
Robots, eh?
Yep.
Robots.
Thought I had to do something.
All right, we'll come back to you. That's fine.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, Sven.
All right. I could use my grappling line and try to wrap it. Try to wrap his leg at the ankles
Uh-huh.
and try to restrain his movement.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's still a takedown. Yep, that's still a takedown.
Okay.
So you can have him be entangled or tripped or whatever. That can be
Yeah.
the condition that you put on him. Okay. All right, go for it.
So that's if I'm taking maneuver, that's 10.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead and put like two conditions on him if you
Okay.
want. Actually, if it's 10, yeah, and you will take no harm in doing this.
Okay. 2 condition or twice for moderate condition.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Could I go for knockdown?
Yeah, yep, that'll be fine. Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. All right. So the grappling hook almost magically just like entwines around the abomination's legs, almost as if it were a living thing. and he
And I strangle with the rope. Come on, guys!
and his legs go up in the air and clunk clunk. He falls to the hard floor of the warehouse with dust and stuff kind of flying up. Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
it's like a rodeo.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. All right. So he's at -1. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so since you're back, what's he doing?
All right. So, is there anything in the area of note, like any more guards from where I am at?
I will say no, not that you see right now. It looks like between you taking up the guards that were kind of on the catwalk and then the guys down below, it looks like, other than the commotion that you see or hear down beneath you, there's that with the abomination, and you do not see the figure that you took a shot at. So you can either try to help those guys out down there, or maybe you can search for this mysterious figure.
I'll probably help them out.
Okay, what do you want to do? How do you want to help those guys?
I'll probably let's give Forethought something to fight with. So I'll summon a
Uh-oh, did we lose you?
The suspense is killing me.
I think we lost him. Yeah, he dropped.
Uh-uh.
No, 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row. Okay. All right, Heath,
Those
you're up,
damn
man.
robots.
Yeah, robots again.
It's great pain.
Okay, all right, Heath, you're up. Tempest is up, man.
So you see, the cloaked head slowly emerge out of the earth.
Like a mole out of the ground, or a chipmunk or
Just slowly, like majestically rise up in the room. Immediate threats, but his eyes lock onto this big mechanical amalgamation.
Yeah, this thing is like about 8 foot tall, man.
And he brings his arms out wide and then swoops one over and claps his hand, and mimicking him like a big slab of the earth comes up, presses down on this thing, carbonite.
You should have just been Earth powers, man. Seriously. Yeah, you should have just done that. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, go ahead. Huh?
I mean, it's effective, like.
Yeah. Okay. That's a takedown. Smash plus your 2d6.
That's a maneuver. I'm maneuvering the earth around to like turn this sumbitch like Han Solo and carbonite.
Oh, I thought you were trying to crush him. Okay, you're just trying to entrap him, right?
It might crush.
Solo and carbonite.
Okay, all right, you're right then. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
I mean, I'm not
You can make a living off doing something like that.
it won't crush him, but
Go ahead. You want to entrap him in stone or whatever?
I'm gonna trap him real hard.
Yeah, I hope so.
7. Do I need to burn a bond?
I can't handle 2 nesters. I can only handle 1 at a time. I don't know what's going on. Okay, what'd you get, Heath? Sorry.
A 7.
7.
Go away.
Okay.
In a minute, too.
What was that, Nestor? Sorry.
Give that one a minute or two. It'll go away.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, 7. You do it. So you can give him a what can you do with the 2? Down this to you 2 for a moderate, but that'll bump up. Okay. All right. You can maybe put like the condition of like what, entrapped or something like that on him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Encased or entrapped or something like that.
I just got this image of this robot like sitting there, like you see him like Han Solo and carbon.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Only his dirt. in
Okay.
concrete.
All right. So it would be normally a moderate, but since he's already taken a moderate, I'll bump it up. Okay. So wham, he's encased in what is it? Just like rocky, just like
It's
hardened what?
like, you would just see like, this big slab of, you know, concrete or whatever just kind of rise up and flip over like a rectangular slab.
Wow. Okay.
As Tempest brings his hands up
Okay.
and
All right.
does the thriller.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. So then back to Slate then. So
Alright.
you see this robot that he gets after El Cuervo kind of yanked him down on his back. Then you saw Tempest rise up out of the earth and kind of like entrap this abomination in earth and stone and all types of stuff. So it looks like
So-
the situation is well under control at this point.
But I have a feeling there's going to be reinforcements, so I'm gonna give Forethought a weapon to fight with.
Oh, okay. A weapon? Okay. What
Yeah.
are you gonna
This weapon, man.
what are you gonna give him?
I'm just gonna summon like an energy mace, so we can just as like a construct. It's basically a mace that I'm just gonna give him.
Oh, so now you can give weapons to people. Guys,
Who
you're
assumed
killing me.
being able to?
All right, that is definitely a push, and it is since you're trying to give it to someone,
Yeah.
that is going to be borderline for you.
Ugh.
All right, so roll 2d straight 2d6 and tell me what you get.
All right. Come on. 8. Wait, no.
It's 2d6. That's all it is. Just 2d6. 7. Okay.
Yeah. I just
Uh,
managed it.
okay. Hang on. Something happens. Hang on. I'll tell you. So with the 7, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So you, how does it look when you give him this energy mace or whatever it is?
Basically, I'm like holding out my hand, and in front of him, he just sees this like construct just like forming out of like some red energy.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Joe, you
Yeah.
see that Slate is handing you this energy weapon that's kind of like dripping with almost like it looks like it's almost on fire almost.
Okay. All right. I kind of, cautiously kind of take it, like,
Uh-huh.
okay, and I kind of look at myself like I'm not much of a physical specimen, but
Right,
okay.
right.
Like,
Like-
here's something to help you out with.
I'm like, well, thank you.
Okay. All right. As you hold it, it actually feels cold to the touch. Okay. And you notice that it appears as though Slate has also opened up a portal behind him.
Okay.
Okay. And then you see that the surface of this portal, like almost as if it's the face of a mirror,
Mhm.
it begins to kind of shimmer and kind of like wave around, okay?
Mhm.
And you see that there is a figure that appears in the portal itself, and it reaches out. You see a large arm reach out, and
Better not
you
be
see.
like M
And
punishing me.
you see that
I
it
get well
grabs.
done.
No. This is the condition part that he took for his
Okay.
push. You see the hand reaches out and like swipes at Slate, but it grabs through. It just goes through him. And you hear almost like the echo of like a angry roar between a roar and a shout, and this massively clawed hand reaches through the portal, grabs him, it goes through his form, and you
Mhm.
can kind of like see Slate kind of like react as if he was hit, and
Mhm.
then the arm goes back into the portal and the portal, collapses upon itself.
Ooh.
Okay.
And better not been like M punishing me for doing something.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
All right, now what?
Damn.
So
Okay.
the weapon that you have,
Mhm.
it dissipates and it's gone.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna remember not to do that very often.
Or if you do that, do it for yourself. Make a weapon for yourself.
All right. Okay. So what's the next move then, guys?
All right.
So,
Is the
so
robot still on the ground?
yeah,
Yes,
this
it's still entrapped. Yes.
seems
For
thoroughly
now.
stuck.
I didn't catch that.
Does it seem thoroughly stuck?
Yes. It has been defeated. Yes.
Okay.
We don't see any more immediate individuals around, but
No.
there are more of these containers, though, right?
Yes, there are.
So I Tempest's first train of thought is going to be immediately to start like lifting up, the earth, like more slabs, like directly in front of the doors of these containers. God forbid these schmucks come out and start opening them all.
Okay. All right. So you're doing that. Okay. So what's Forethought doing?
Forethought is searching the minds of, kind of bouncing from mind to mind to see, uh, you know, who's kind of in charge here.
Um,
Who's kind of running this place, so I kind of know who to
you
go after.
you feel that they're almost as if you immediately touch the minds of your team members, but as you reach further out with your mental net, um, you you start detecting you start detecting kind of like mental numbness, almost as if the mental activity is very low, almost as if someone is in a deep sleep.
Okay, so, and am I detecting these from the boxes?
Yes.
Okay, so they're kind of out of it. So, but like the guys with lab coats and stuff, uh, like they're like nowhere to be found in here at all.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
I,
Um,
Perhaps with all of this action going on, they decided it was time for them to exit stage left.
yeah,
A wise
probably.
decision.
Yeah. I grabbed my the detector I got
Yes.
and see if it's like kind of beeping like further and further away, like whatever the control mechanism is being taken away from here.
You actually you detect that it was kind of very faint, okay? But as you're looking at it, it seems as though it's starting to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger.
Okay, so the control mechanism apparently is getting closer.
Hmm.
All right, that's
so I'm
bad.
assuming figures.
Okay, I let the rest of the guys know. Okay, it's probably a good idea to get out of here right now. Whoever is in control of these things is probably going to try and activate these
What do you mean? We
abominations.
just got in.
Yeah, I got these containers on lockdown. Forethought.
So,
Maybe if we shut down the power, maybe it will shut them too.
Like if we take out the figure, maybe we can basically stop his operation here.
okay.
El Cuervo does not flee like that. Unless I see the threat, I will not go away like a sissy.
Okay,
All right.
you guys hear sirens approaching.
You can tell like my Tempest's body language. He's looking to stick around and stop this beeping, if you will.
Hmm.
All right. Well, hearing the sirens coming, I'm assuming it's another ambulance with some
Okay.
more people. So,
Hmm.
uh, with that, I'd let them know, what my thinking is. That it's
Hmm.
another group coming in,
Probably.
and We should probably get a hold of them. Actually, you know what? I read the minds of oh, if I can hear the ambulance, I'm gonna take a look outside and see if I see an ambulance approaching, and then try to
Okay.
read the mind of the.
What you see is clearly what's it called here? Why? I guess I didn't write it down. What you see are, we'll just call it this. It's basically Nakatomi, their security, you know. You see that there are multiple vehicles, coming up to the gate of this warehouse.
Nakatomi, is that bad?
That's the
Nakatomi was a building that we went to save those people.
right.
These are no police, no. It's a
Well,
private security.
Yeah.
That begs the question: what business do they have here?
Wait a second.
Exactly. I said so. We should probably try and figure this out.
I got an idea. What thought?
Okay.
You watch Mad Max? You know what the
Roads.
is?
No.
No. You don't know nothing about no Thunderdome? Oh, man.
Yeah, Thunderdome.
Yeah, if I can, if those cars are coming, like once they get inside, like I will push the hell out of myself, like raise up like a big cage around the facility, just Thunderdome. Coming or going until we get to the bottom.
All right. Okay. All right. So
Oh,
here's
goodness.
what happened. Okay.
Connection with building.
As forethoughts, we're looking out the loading dock door. Okay. Well, what are the rest of you? Well, we know what Tempest is thinking about doing, but what's El Cuervo and what's Slate? What are you guys gonna do? You guys just kind of watching to see what unfolds, or what?
Well, I'm probably sort of talking out loud in my head, like maybe Nakatomi has some sort of connection with this building.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see a reason to fight the private security, so yeah, maybe going away is a
I mean,
good
if we
idea.
have some sort of connection here, maybe that could give us some solid groundwork onto what Nakatomi is really doing.
It's not about the battle, it's about the war. So yeah, Cuervo is thinking about leaving discreetly by any means.
Run away like a sissy.
The situation,
No, you
circumstances
know.
have changed.
There's a difference between
Yeah,
discreetly
yeah, there's a
leaving
difference
and you're
between-
running like a coward.
Yeah, it's not a big bad coming our way. It's poor little cops, private security cops. So
Right.
I don't see a reason why we should fight them.
Okay. So what do you guys? What's the consensus then?
I asked Tempest to kind of to hold off on that
Oh.
for right now. I asked him. I said
Maybe we
just
should hide some evidence of maybe one of the robot. Could Tempest bring the robot underground with him, so we could show it to HeroCorp, bring back some evidence?
Could, but
Do that.
Just
Thunder.
one.
But Thunderdome, man, Thunderdome.
Yeah. I know it's a cool idea, but mission first.
I'm kind of pacing back and forth, and I'm like,
You ain't got time. What do you want to do, man? No time for
What
waste.
I want to do my Thunderdome.
it's more important. It's more important that we find the real reason that they're here.
Yeah.
yeah, like Tempest
Maybe-
turns to forethought, and he tells him like, we were at Nakatomi, and they were under terrorist attack, and now their security's pulling up to clearly some type of black market operation. What business do they have being here? Why are they connected? They don't just show up because they're in the neighborhood.
I said I agree, and I intend to find out. I said
Well-
just give me a moment, and
Like-
keep everybody
I-
kind of if we can keep everyone hidden.
Yeah,
I see
I'll keep everyone inside, man.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to read the minds of the driver or whoever I can see
Whoever's out.
as they're coming up.
So everybody's just staying put. Is that what I'm hearing?
When they get inside Thunderdome,
You can keep the Thunderdome ready if we need it.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
So everybody's staying put then? Yes?
I'm probably gonna drop down from my hanging position.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
hide somewhere between
Yeah,
the crates.
I'm hiding somewhere too, obviously. But
Okay. All right.
so
Okay.
I'm just standing there open. That's why I said hide and
Oh, okay. All right.
Actually, then I should just like climb up on the catwalk.
I'll pop back into the ground.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna climb up on the catwalk.
Just
Okay.
because the amount of people who have control over their power is awfully low in this city, I'm gonna hide.
Okay. All right.
Hours that.
So here's what happens then. You guys hear the sirens, and you guys can hear, or rather, I don't know, from your vantage points, you guys can see like about a good like 4 or 5 vehicles, come screeching up to the loading dock.
All right.
At the head of them is some type of luxury sedan, really really expensive, very European,
All right.
and you see that there are a few suited figures that get out, and they are immediately surrounded by security, private security forces that are dressed in, they have the armored, jackets on, and the knee pads, and the military boots and the caps and everything, and the helmets and everything, and you guys see that they're giving each other the military hand signals as they sweep inside of the doorway, yeah. And Forethought can actually pick up the thoughts of what do you get? You get alarms have been triggered at warehouse 17. Personnel have evacuated and have reported that the warehouse is under some type of attack, and that. Oh, okay. You guys still there? Okay. And that what was I saying? It's been under some type of attack, and that security has been compromised. Okay. You also get the surface thoughts that our secrets need to be kept. What else? What else? Now's not the time. Stuff like that. Okay.
okay.
So the security forces come in, and they kind of fan out and kind of in a half moon or a crescent moon shape around the contained abomination, the half human, half robotic figure that's entombed on the floor, and you see one of the figures. He's like a medium complexion, guy with short cut hair. He kind of walks over, and he kneels down and kind of takes a look at this, creature, and he turns to this woman that's standing next to him, and he says, "Well, this is obviously the work of metahumans, whether they're deltas or not, we don't know." But he turns to one of the other guys and says, "Search the rest of the building and make sure, secure the rest of the building." And the guy goes, "Yes, sir." And you see that they start moving around, in pairs, kind of starting to go about the building, checking all the corners and everything like that. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Thunder.
Obviously, now we know that Nakatomi has some connection with this building.
Yeah, they
Well,
clearly
it's
are.
their warehouse, first of all. You guys know that much.
Yeah, but the fact they want to keep secrets of something of this magnitude, and they're taking.
It's their warehouse, though.
Yeah, but they're getting
Okay.
dead bodies from hospitals and turning them
Okay.
into
You know
these
what?
audio droids.
I'm going to the woman or whatever that was talking. I'm actually gonna dig deep in her mind. I want to know why, the real reason why they're doing this.
Okay.
So I'm going to read her buried thoughts
Oh boy.
because I can do that.
Okay, so reading buried thoughts of a single target. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your hang on, that may be an investigate roll actually, because you're
Yeah.
actually trying to find out some information.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everything she
that
knows.
is a gather intel move.
Right. So,
So roll your 2d6 plus investigate.
all right. What secrets are you trying to keep? God damn it! Really? What the hell?
Okay.
Son of a.
What
You
you
know
gonna
what?
do?
I'm
You gonna
gonna
burn them
fail.
on
That's
or
what I'm
no?
gonna do. I'm gonna fail.
Oh,
'Cause,
you're gonna fail? Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna try to get in there, but
Well,
um,
hold on. Okay, so so you're picking through her head to try to find out what is the connection to between Nakatomi and this warehouse? Is that pretty much it?
trying to find out why. Well, obviously why they want to keep this secret, but um, I'm kind of the connection between them working for Nakatomi and then like what the one guy was saying as far as getting paid for doing the stuff under these people's noses and stuff. So
Yeah.
obviously they're doing some shady stuff. I want to know what what's
What
the
kind of
purpose?
shit?
What's the purpose of the shady stuff that they're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. All right. Well, as you are like peeling the layers of her mind back like an onion, uh, you you actually realize that she is like uh, she would be actually her. What can I tell you? Her name is Raina, or Raina rather. Okay, and she is head of security for Nakatomi.
All right.
Okay, and you find that much about her, and you also know that the man that is kneeling down next to her, his name is Lance Vittners. Okay,
It's Vintners.
and that name sounds familiar to you.
Okay.
Okay, but you do know that he is a high-ranking person within Nakatomi, very high, big boss
Mm.
guy.
Shit.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
big boss guy. Okay,
Okay. Big boss guy.
yeah.
Big
Okay,
boss.
you know that, and then you also get uh, the information that uh, what else can I tell you? You also get the information that, well, you know for sure that this warehouse is Nakatomi property. Okay, you know that for sure. She
Mhm.
verifies that. And then you also get the image of uh, um, security uh, beginning to surround the perimeter of the building.
All right. So they're pretty much gonna be locking this place down for real here in a
Yeah,
hot second.
and that's all you get.
Okay. That's more than I could have hoped for. Okay. All right. I mean, unless of course I rolled well,
Yeah.
but but that's fine. All right. All right. So, hmm. All right. So I guess I need to try to get up out of here myself. So,
See ya.
no, I'm not gonna like leave everybody, but I kind of let
Time is
everybody
of the
know.
essence.
Yeah, I let everybody know that they're like on the verge of actually having this place locked to where
Oh,
none of us can get out. Without
maybe we should go by the hole in the ground. Maybe we should, exit like that.
yeah,
They won't expect it.
Right.
yeah, okay, ask Tempest. I say if you wouldn't mind
As degrading as it is.
helping us out, so we can confront them in a more in a better situation than here on their
Are
property.
you using your vocal cords to communicate with me?
Oh goodness.
Use the communicator.
Yeah, I'll use the vocal communicator. Why not?
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
I think I'm gonna portal onto the roof.
Okay. All right. So you're gone. Okay.
I'll make a tunnel, even though like this glorious image of this mesh like brown dome is rising up around the area and like ensuing battle, and I'm just like sad face, single tear rolls down my eye.
No Thunderdome today.
Not yet, anyway.
So I'll,
Don't let me down.
I'll sink into the ground and I'll leave like a small opening for
Mhm.
El Cuervo and
Yeah.
and Thought to
Oh,
follow.
okay. So you're just all right. So you're actually making a tunnel. Okay, that's fine.
I'll close it up behind them. However,
Hmm.
if I can, I would like to maneuver underneath where this big robot is
Hmm.
and like reach up and manipulate the encasing and like pull it down and bring it with me.
Okay. All right. Where is this tunnel going to lead to?
Away.
Okay. Block away, or
I mean, how far?
That's fine. I was just asking. I didn't know if you had anything special in mind or not. That's fine.
No, I mean
Okay.
I'll have it go into like the sewage network or something if I
There you
have.
go. Perfect. Okay.
Proceed underground the whole
There
way.
you go. Done.
This
Yep.
It's perfect.
robot
Yep.
concept.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Yep. That's good. Okay. Cool. All right. That makes more sense too. Okay. So you guys find yourself, deposited in I guess like a large like basin, junction amongst the deep and extensive sewer network under the city, because there is one,
Yeah.
There always
and
is.
and you find yourselves there, and there is the none worse for the wear. The body of the abomination is there with you as well, lying there inert, not moving. So what do you guys
Excellent.
want
We
to
have evidence.
do? Hmm.
Yeah, I said we call Hero Corps and let them know of our discovery,
Hmm.
and that we have evidence that Nakatomi may be involved in some
Illegal.
scheme. Yeah, some illegal scheme of harvesting body parts for
Yeah,
Well,
that-
what it's
experimentation.
worth,
Yeah.
I could tunnel back for further evidence, and those EMS guys and the bodies I yanked underground, I'll just grab those too.
I'll say they eventually, because I mean, yeah,
I think
Because-
just the
because-
mention
because
of this organ
uh-huh.
this organ thing in the media, and
Yeah.
their company share will drop like that.
Even though, or
Down
because
low.
this is still somewhat of a heroic game, even though Tempest is pushing the boundaries of it, we will say that the EMS guys are eventually able to claw themselves up out of there.
Yeah.
What about the body or something?
The
Like
body of what?
from the gurney? Oh shit, never mind.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one.
You guys got everything you need.
Yeah.
I think with the robot abomination
Mm-hmm.
and two super brilliant mind like Fortot and Booster Man, they will extrapolate the shit out of this. So we don't need no more evidence. I think.
Yeah. You guys cut it while you got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't
And,
get greedy.
and Tempest, you got the license plate for that one
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
ambulance.
there is that too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay,
I
cool.
think we've got evidence for now.
Okay.
And we know that what that main boss guy for Nakatomi was there.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay.
I would recommend.
Mission briefing.
I would recommend giving them the location of the warehouse. Though I have this, this strange feeling they're gonna clear that shit out like but it couldn't hurt. So gotta
Maybe, maybe not. I will let you guys know when I update the adventure log and send you guys the link so you guys can see it and you guys will know.
to make
So yeah,
haste.
yeah. So we're gonna end it right there, guys. That's a perfect place for us to end it. Everybody made it out alive and not too bashed up and everything. So that was a good job, I have to say. And we'll see which heroes we can gather again for the next issue that we have.